228 is this weekend, Dallas, Texas. Darren Till versus Tyron Woodley. And I'm not sure who's going to win, I'll be honest with you. I want to talk about, if I could for a second, just Darren Till getting the title shot in general. Okay, so we know that he beat Wonder Boy Thompson. Narrow, very narrow decision. And I don't want to knock Till for that. It was what it was. I don't want to rehash that. But wasn't enough to give him the welterweight title shot against Tyron Woodley. I don't know. You had Colby Covington beat RDA for the interim belt because Tyron Woodley was injured and they weren't quite sure exactly when he was going to be back. Colby beats RDA. Rightfully, he should be the next in line. That's the point of the interim belt. Colby had opted to get some nasal reconstructive surgery or something like that. I'm not sure the technical term behind it, but I know he was having trouble breathing through his nose. And I'm sure fighting and any type of cardio where you're starting to breathe heavy, I have to imagine it affects you somehow. And maybe it was a little more, maybe detrimental than we realize. I know he got the surgery. He's already recovering. I think he'll be ready to go in November, and I believe that's what he wanted. He wanted to be on the Madison Square Garden card. And UFC asked him to step up, take the title shot against Woodley in September. Couldn't do it. It was too soon. And they asked Till. Till stepped up. Till did it. He's taken the shot. And that's what we have this weekend. And my problem isn't with Till, so I want to get that right out the way. Anybody offered a title shot and it makes sense and the money's right and your team's right, your team's good with it, take the title shot, right? This isn't a knock on Till. It's not. I guess it's more of a knock on UFC matchmaking. Since Colby couldn't fight, was Till the rightful next guy? I don't know. Maybe he was. Is it too much too soon for Till? We went from Cowboy Cerrone to Stephen Thompson to Tyron Woodley. That's a lot of big leaps. Tyron Woodley is a different type of animal. If you're trying to make this guy out to be your next superstar with Darren Till, and especially in the UK market, if you want to talk about this from a business perspective, having a huge star in the UK, I mean, that's only going to help your business, right? Robert Whittaker is great for Australia. Conor McGregor is great for Ireland. You had Francis Ngannou, great for Africa, right? So if Darren Till is one of your next big stars, and he's your next big representative for the UK, do you feed him to the wolves? Is that the right approach? Is he the guy that's going to rise above? We saw what happened with Francis Ngannou. Now, Francis Ngannou had quite a considerable longer ride to the top. And then we threw him in there with Stipe. And we saw what happened. And then we saw what happened against him and Derek Lewis. It messed him up. He was so hyped up. When he lost to Stipe, I think it just kind of cut him right down the middle. Not to get off topic, but I think Darren Till, maybe it's being a little bit too much too soon. I'd give him maybe another fight, maybe two, at least one, though, before I gave him to Tyron Woodley. Not saying it's not going to be a hell of a fight. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that maybe he couldn't step up and win the belt. I'm not saying that. I just think from a build-up perspective, because if he loses, and he loses bad, what do? You book him and Colby Covington? What do you do with Woodley? Does Woodley go up to middleweight? I don't know. Does Darren Till stay in welterweight? Does he move up to middleweight? I don't know. There's a lot of questions, and I can't wait till Saturday to get some of those answers.